Hello, my name is Lindsay. I have a blog called Blushing in Hollywood, and on Mondays I like to do Motivation Monday videos. And today I wanted to talk about 3 quick tips and tricks that help me when I'm feeling anxious. So I don't have generalized anxiety disorder, I don't have panic attacks, I just have kind of day-to-day or random anxiety where I have thoughts that are kind of spinning out of control. So the first tip or technique is when you're worrying about the person that you're dating or in a relationship with or want to be in a relationship with, and that's to say whenever your brain starts spiraling out of control and you're like, when are they going to text me? Are they ever going to text me again? Why haven't they texted me? Why haven't they texted me back? Did I text them too much? What happened? Are they thinking about how they're going to break up with me? Are they ever going to marry me? It just kind of, sometimes your brain just wanders off into terrible land. And when that happens, you can stop those thoughts by saying, I trust him, or I trust them, or I trust the universe. So my friend Molly, Girl Get Glamorous, she's the one that taught me this, and our friend Lisa Sunset, who has a great podcast called Pretty Funny Women, she taught Molly, who taught me, and this has been very, very helpful in a lot of situations. So if I start worrying about when's that guy gonna text me, or what's gonna happen next, another one that my mind kept spinning with was, am I gonna get this apartment? What's gonna happen? What if I don't get this apartment? Where am I gonna live? What am I gonna do? And then I would just say, I trust the universe. And sometimes I would have to say it over and over again because the one time wouldn't stop or interrupt those thoughts. It took a few different times, but kind of putting it out there, having faith. I trust the universe. I trust that there's a plan. I trust him. I trust her. I trust them. Just putting that out there will stop the pattern, stop the repetitive thoughts. So that's the first one. So the second one I got from Mel Robbins, and she said that anxiety is the same feelings in your body when you're excited, but your brain doesn't know why you're feeling these excited feelings, so it starts panicking. So instead of feeling anxious or nervous, you tell yourself, you lie to yourself, and you say, I'm excited, I'm excited, I'm excited. Like if you're about to start talking in front of a big group of people, or you have a job interview, instead, your brain's spiraling thinking, this is gonna go terribly, what's gonna happen? I'm so nervous, I'm so worried. And so you say, I'm so excited, I'm so excited, I'm so excited. And then you pick an anchor thought, and that's a happy thought of something that's going to happen afterwards that you have to look forward to. So after I give this talk, then I get to go home and get my pajamas and go to bed or whatever it is, something that's small or something bigger. And so whenever you're starting to feel anxious and your thoughts are starting to spin out of control, you say, I'm so excited, I'm so excited. And then you think of your anchor thought. And later I get to watch my favorite TV show on demand when I get home, 90 Day Fiancé, if you're wondering. So that's the second one. And then the third one is did I say there's 3? There might be more than 3. The third one is when you're feeling anxious to stop and have a moment of gratitude. So I know everyone says this, and sometimes when you're in the moment and you're really worrying about serious big things, this idea or this technique can pop up into your head, and you can be like, that's stupid, I don't care, I'm not doing that, I'm not feeling very grateful in this moment. Again, it doesn't matter. It's all about lying to yourself. Just say, I'm grateful for, and then pick something about what you're worried about. I'm grateful that I have this opportunity to have this job interview. I'm grateful that I had a great first date with this guy and we really had a lot of fun and I laughed a lot, and now I feel like I can go on more dates. When you're worried if he's not gonna call or text you again. After you have your moment of gratitude, then it's gonna help kind of realign you or get you back into thinking of the positive and looking for the positives. So the next tip or technique is to use your life as a reference. So to look back at your life and think about times or situations where you had your heart dead set on something. You just knew it had to happen. You had to be with that girl or guy. You had to get into that school. You had to get that dream job. You had to move into that apartment, whatever it is. So for example, for me, the situation is when I was in high school and I was applying for colleges, my top school, I figured I'll just apply and I'll probably get in. So, you know, I put out my application. I did the best that I could. For my second school, I totally forgot to even send in the application fee. Whoops. And so when I got the rejection letter from my first school, I was devastated. I was like, wait a minute, this was my plan. What am I supposed to do now? I only had planned on going to that school. And then the second one I can't go to either because I never sent in the application fee. So I ended up going to my third choice for undergrad. And if I wouldn't have gone there, I would never have found my major, my profession. I'm a pediatric audiologist. I absolutely love what I do. And I never would have found that if it weren't for going to that school. If it weren't for getting rejected from my dream school, I would have never been in my dream job now doing something that I absolutely love and I'm super passionate about. So thinking back to a time when you had your heart or your head dead set, this had to happen. Another example for me is I was so in love with this guy when I was in college, and he actually had the guts to tell me, you know, I don't think that we're compatible. And that absolutely devastated me. I was like, what are you talking about? Of course we're compatible. You know, we're meant to be together. Come on, how could you not see this? And then as time went on, I realized that they were right. And oh my God, we were absolutely not compatible. And thank God one of us knew that and didn't put us through the trouble of going any further with it. So thinking about things and times when you were like, this has to happen, and it didn't. And in the big picture, the grand scheme of things ended up like they were supposed to. What was supposed to happen, happened. That's it. Trusting the universe. I trust him or her. I'm so excited. An anchor thought is something that you're excited about in the future. Thinking about a moment of gratitude. These are my different tips and techniques, and I challenge you this week, if you start feeling nervous or anxious about, you know, are you gonna have enough food for all of your guests this Thanksgiving, or whatever little or big thing it is, try to use one of these techniques. Even if they seem stupid, even if you think it won't work, just try it. Can't make it any worse, right? Can't be much worse than just trying to wait it out and hope that the feeling goes away. Oh, I have one more bonus tip too. It's another part of Mel Robbins. I love her book, The 5-Second Rule. So when you're feeling nervous or anxious, or your thoughts are spiraling, or you're talking yourself out of doing something that you want to do, the 5-second rule is you go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you start doing a physical action or movement to bring you closer to that. You can do literally anything. If you're starting to spiral about something that you have to do in the future, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get up and do the dishes. Get up and, you know, work on your planner. Get up and answer some emails. Get up and do something else to kind of snap you out of it. I think of it like a toddler. I saw this parent talking to their 2-year-old at Lush the other day, and they were trying to say, you know, the kid was having a meltdown as they were leaving, and the parent was like, now come on, we already picked out the one you're gonna have. We talked about this. This is the bath bomb that you're gonna have, and this is the one that you picked, so no, you can't have the, like, kind of trying to negotiate with the toddler. Don't try to negotiate with the toddler that's in your brain. Just distract and redirect like you should do with a child. Start looking at something else, start doing something else, start a different project, and redirect your attention by anything else. Scrolling Instagram doesn't usually work, but something else that can really help to kind of break that pattern, break you out of that cycle, especially when you're spiraling and you feel like things are really going downhill. So I hope these tips or techniques helped. They've really helped me over the past few months. I highly recommend Mel Robbins' book, The 5-Second Rule, if you haven't read it. It's excellent, quick and easy read. I do Audible, so I listen to it in my car when I'm in traffic. And if you have any tips or techniques about the best ways to combat anxiety right there in the moment, then please comment them down below and let me know, because I always love learning new ones. They're super helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day.